Welcome, everyone, to famed Sanford Stadium between the hedges in Athens, Georgia, home to the Bulldogs and 90,000 of their closest friends. This is not your normal matchup, a battle of top 5 teams, two forces colliding here near the end of the season. Cannot wait for this one. Big playoff implications. As we'll see the number 2 team in the country, the Missouri Tigers, taking on the 6th-ranked team in the land, the Georgia Bulldogs. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Chris Fowler, joined here in the booth by Kirk Herbstreit. Kirk, let's get to the action on the field. The Dogs will kick this deep to start us off. And the returner elects to fair catch it, no return. Just underway, and this home crowd is fired up and ready to make a difference today. Handoff to the single back. The senior able to make the stop after a short gain.
See, that's how you limit what an offense wants to do. This time, the defense just won the battle up front at the line of scrimmage, not giving up any big plays. Everybody's gap sound. It's really solid defense on that play.
Offense will keep it on the ground here. Tackle made at the 37. That's a solid gain.
I mean, this is exactly how they wanted to start when they opened up this game, especially on the road. It's a really well-blocked play. Pick up a good chunk of yards. And if you're the offensive line, this is what you've talked about all week in your meetings. Establish the line of scrimmage and take control of things up front. They give their running back plenty of room to pick up those good yards.
Second down play coming up for this offense. After the incompletion on first down, looking to throw it again. This time it's complete.
But when you sit back and play zone defense like this, what you allow is your defense to have eyes on the football. Here, they give up the catch, but you can see how they rally to the football. There's just nowhere to go for this slot receiver.
So now it's third and short from the 43. Can they keep the drive going or perhaps face a tough fourth down decision? And a quick timeout call by the offense after the play. Timeout, Missouri. So now it's third and short from the 43. Can they keep the drive going or perhaps face a tough fourth down decision? Runs through the defender. Brought down to the 47, and that will move the sticks.
Well, I know it's here early in this game, but boy, this is what you want to see as an offense. You get to these third downs, it's all about trying to create opportunities and momentum, and that's what they've done here, converting to get a new set of downs.
They stop him after a 6-yard gain, so second and 4.
Great job by the offensive line here, opening up some holes and giving the running back room to run on first down. Plays like this can open up the playbook for the play caller, allow him to make that defense think, are they going to run? Maybe play action, maybe throw the ball downfield.
And he'll get the first down yards before they finally bring him down.
This defensive coordinator better make some adjustments. This back is on fire to start this game. You better start committing those safeties down, overloading that line of scrimmage, because this back is physical, he's got speed, and he is tough to bring down.
Oh, and he's in the clear now. It's a foot race. Touchdown, Tigers. Just ran away from the defense. He just breaks away and takes it to the house from distance. That's an elite running back type of play.
You know, when he got out into the open field, I didn't know if he had the speed to take that thing all the way to the house, but he does. That's next level speed.
Now they get set to kick it away.
Number 14, set to kick this one away.
He thought about returning it, but instead takes a knee. It'll be a touchback, and they'll start at the 25. First down play call coming up. How aggressive will it be? And they'll run it out of the shotgun. And the run moves the ball up to the 33.
Man, the back gets a lot of the attention here. He's a good back. I love to see that offensive line win the battle of the line of scrimmage.
Important second down play coming up.
29 Philly, 2-9
And now the handoff. They tackle him. Looks like it's going to be just short of the marker, inches away.
In the era that we live in right now, everybody wants to spread the field around, try to create space, try to create one-on-one matchups, and the defense has countered over the years by trying to play out wide. But here's a great example. The defense has the ability to play wide, but still be solid at the line of scrimmage, not give up big run plays.
On third and short, they hand the ball off. Powerful running into the secondary. Tackled across midfield at the 48, good enough for a first down.
One way to create a rhythm and really start to show your identity as an offense is to control the line of scrimmage. The offensive line here early getting a hat on a hat, and this back, as good as we've seen all year, with the ability to accelerate through the hole, positive yards, play after play here early in the game.
Stopped short of the marker after just a short gain.
Hat on a hat up front. Good job of opening up the holes. Anytime you can get positive yards on first down, that's a win.
Second down after that run on the previous play. Out of the shotgun, he'll hand it off. Defense stops him, but that's a solid gain.
Well, I would just stick with this RPO. That's a really solid gain, and it's plays like this that eventually make that defense collapse down. Then you can pull it and hit a big play through the air to your receiver.
And they pick up the first on the ground. Tackled, but only after picking up a fresh set of downs.
Well, the scouting report on this running back was that he is an elite ball carrier, and he is proving to be that here early in this game. These first few carries, not only the strength, but the quickness and acceleration to get upfield and get positive yards on display.
It's good for a 3-yard gain, so 2nd and 7.
Nice job here of controlling the line of scrimmage by this offensive line. The back does what he needs to do to get positive yards on first down.
Second down after that run on the previous play. Trying to flex the ground game here. Running back takes the handoff. That's a nice tackle there by the senior. So let's see what the play caller likes here on 3rd and short from the +27. Offense looking to throw the ball. Delivers from the pocket, complete over the middle. Brought down to the 22. It's a first down, very near the red zone now.
Well, when you play zone defense on 3rd down and you don't get pressure from your defensive line, you're going to give a quarterback a lot of time to be able to find an open receiver and eventually get the first down. Not surprised at all that they're able to convert.
Georgia setting up with a 1st and 10 now. Quick pass, the catch is made. He's tackled, but down at the 9-yard line. Defense getting pushed around. The Dogs come to the line with 1st and goal. First and goal, handoff. And he's brought down there. It's a 2nd and goal play for the offense. They'll try to power it in right up the middle. And they finally stop him at the 3. The offense really threatening now.
Well, he came close to putting this ball into the end zone, but he comes up short. Now we're looking at a 3rd and goal. Boy, the defense is digging in. The offensive line trying to get a good push. I'm curious to see if they try to run the football again here on 3rd and goal.
They've moved it to the 3. Now it's 3rd and goal. Back goes in motion now. Let's see how the defense adjusts. Quick pass. Here comes a jet sweep. That's a stop behind the line of scrimmage. They've got him for a 3-yard loss.
Hey, I really like the idea on third down. I can kind of see the thought process there. Make an unconventional call on third down. Sometimes that can work out, but the defense was just prepped and ready for it this time.
They pass up the chip shot field goal attempt. They're going to go for it on fourth down. Here's the snap. Quarterback looking to throw. He's got it right near the end zone. And he scores. Touchdown, Georgia.
This guy can do it all. We've seen him go behind coverage and make plays downfield. We can see him catch the ball underneath, just like this. When he catches the football, he is so dangerous after the catch. This one leads him into the end zone for the 6 points.
And the point after is right down the middle. The kickoff team on the field now as they get set to send this one away. He'll call for the fair catch here. Fresh set of downs for the offense. First down. He'll hand it off. Defense makes the tackle with the clock running. That'll probably be the final play of this first quarter.
Brings up second down. That's the end of the first quarter with the score tied at 7.
Here we go. First play of the quarter. Offense setting up for a second down play. From the gun, he looks for an open man. And a short pitch and catch to the tight end. And they get him down after the completion.
Well, that's pretty good coverage here by this defense. Not much of a window to throw this ball into, but the quarterback's accuracy and the size of the tight end picks up a nice gain.
That completion sets up an important third down play. And he drops back in the gun. And he finds a wide-open receiver. They forgot about him downfield. An explosive play. Moves the ball across midfield. They'll spot it at the 38. They attack the deep middle of this defense. Kirk come up with a big play.
Nice job giving that quarterback time to throw. Good job of making that read to the middle of the field and working against those safeties, and a big play as the result.
They stop him at the 23. This offense is getting close to the red zone.
Boy, really nice throw here to the slot receiver, and I love the quickness that he has after the catch. He's essentially a running back playing at that slot position. That's how dangerous he is after he makes a catch.
Intercepted, picked off by the defense. Can he take it all the way? At the 30 now. Crosses the 10. Touchdown, Dogs. And the defense joins the party with a pick six.
Boy, what a job by the defensive coordinator and the execution of this defense. Everybody's covered downfield, nowhere for the quarterback to go, and they get pressure on him. The ball's in the air, and a great awareness to be able to come down with the interception and take it all the way to the house.
And here's the fair catch by the return man. Here comes the Missouri offense back out on the field. Let's see if they can bounce back from that costly mistake last time, a pick six. A gain of 2 yards. Now it's second down and 8.
Well, the defense coordinator this week all week telling us about gap integrity, not giving this running back any creases at all. Really sound defense on that play.
It's the wide receiver coming in motion now. A pop pass on the jet sweep. And the run moves the ball up to the 33.
Boy, I'm a big fan of that jet sweep motion like that. It really forces the defense to stretch them out horizontally and can create some vertical seams for this offense. They got some positive yards. Didn't quite get the first down, but I'll tell you what they've done. Planted a seed on this defense, and they better defend this style of play moving forward.
Makes a quick catch. He's tackled quickly, but the yardage is good enough for the first down.
And you just continue to see the chemistry between these two. And they told us yesterday in our production meeting, they spent hours and hours of working and developing that chemistry and that rhythm by throwing together throughout those summer months. And, man, it's starting to really pay off. He's become his security blanket for the quarterback, and especially on third down, get him the ball.
This Missouri offense is moving quickly down the field. And looking to throw now on first down. Short connection to the tight end here. Tackle made at the 21. This offense in great scoring position now. Here's a 1st and 10 play.
Well, this is what coaches love to see. A quarterback with the ability to read the defense properly and then just get it to the open man. Sometimes it sounds simple, but it's tough to execute. This time we have good recognition by the quarterback. Then he gets it down to the tight end. You can see what he can do after the catch.
Back-to-back big plays. Defense is reeling. Set up 1st and goal now. On the ground, trying to muscle it across the line. Couldn't quite get there. Brought down at the 2. Let's see if the offense can punch it in on 2nd and goal. And they're moving the receiver now before the snap. They flip it to him on the jet sweep. And tackled there by the defense. And here comes the noise. This crowd is trying to inspire this defense to make a big red zone stop. Oh, nice play by the defender. Got a hand in there to break up the pass.
Hey, the good news is here, Chris, they're still in field goal range, and they didn't cost themselves any points. But they could have more. You've got to be thinking about going for this on 4th and short.
It's 4th and goal from the 5, but no field goal attempt. They're going for it. From the shotgun, he's probing the secondary. All the way to the end zone. Touchdown, Missouri. And now we are all even for basically a brand new game here.
Yeah, it's exactly right. With a tie game, you treat this as a fresh slate. Forget about the mistakes you've made, the big plays that you've made before. Doesn't matter anymore. Now you just go out and play and go try to win this game.
And he's going to bring this out from a couple yards deep in the end zone. To be tackled at the 17. Strong job by the coverage team. And the Bulldogs offense is back out on the field. The last drive, the ground game was so successful. Ended in a touchdown. We'll see if the defense can respond to it this time. Running out of time in the pocket. They pressure him and sack him to be tackled inside the 10.
A really good job by this defense. The quarterback looked to be trying to work through his progressions to find his open receiver, but before he knew it, he's on his back.
2nd and long for this offense after the sack. And the sophomore able to bring him down quickly here.
Chris, you know, the spread era over the years has always grown offensively, but what I've been always impressed with defenses that really build their defense to play in space still have an ability to be sound at the line of scrimmage and defend a running game. It's exactly what we saw right there.
Completion nets about 9 yards, not enough for the first, and it's 4th down.
Great job here by the defense. 3rd down and long. You drop back in coverage, keep everything in front of you, force that quarterback to have to check the ball down, and then you rally to the football to force this 4th down. Great job here by the D.
Not fielded cleanly. It's a loose football. To be brought down, but a penalty marker is on the field. Let's see what this is about. Pretty easy call for the head coach. He will accept that penalty, of course. Big guys up front lined up. It's 1st down. Snags the quick throw. Defense reacts quickly. A very short gain on the play.
Chris, the more we watch these spread offenses attack in today's game, it's not just about the vertical shots with the taller receivers on the outside. Defenses are challenged even more by those smaller slot.
Oh, it's picked off. What a play. Brought down after a short return, but the pick sets up the offense at the 39.
Boy, just a drive killer right there, Chris. He didn't seem to throw that ball with much confidence. Just put it up for grabs, and defense comes down with it.
1st down here for this offense. There's the handoff. Tackle made after a nice pickup on the play.
But great patience and acceleration to be able to pick up this first down by this back from Georgia. You think of Georgia backs, you think about Herschel Walker right away, right? Sonny Michel, Todd Gurley, Nick Chubb, Knowshon Marino. I mean, the list goes on and on of great Georgia backs.
So the ball placed right at midfield as the offense starts with a 1st and 10. Quarterback sets up, looking for an open man. And it's incomplete, even on a 1st down throw. He was under some heavy pressure.
And you got to love this if you're defensive coordinator. It's all about affecting the quarterback and getting pressure on him. This time they got to him and forced that incompletion.
After the incompletion, QB tries it again on 2nd and 10. Scrambling, now he'll make the throw. He makes the grab. Explosive play. The game moves the ball all the way to the 30.
Chris, a great ability by this quarterback to get outside of the pocket and place the football right where it needs to be for the 1st down.
Bringing pressure. The pocket breaking down.
That's a really nice job of bouncing back by this defense after giving up that big gain. This time they get the pressure and bring that quarterback down.
We'll see if the offense can overcome that sack. 2nd and long. From the shotgun, drops back looking for an open man. And he's going to fling it deep, going for it all here. And it's picked off in the end zone.
Not a real good throw here. He put too much air under the ball, turned into a floater. Now defensively, this is a dream. All you're thinking in that situation is just don't drop it. It's almost like a fair catch on a punt.
Looking to scramble now. Breaking free at the 35. And they make the tackle, but that's a huge chunk play on the scramble. He saw an opening and just went for it. And the offense will now quickly spend a timeout. 1st down play call. How aggressive will it be? Quarterback drops back. We're going to test the secondary. And he's brought down. Offense going backwards with the sack. They'll crank up the tempo here on 2nd down. The time is running out. And that run produces a decent gain. The offense calls a timeout here. That's their 3rd and final of the half.
Man, when your quarterback can run the football like this, it puts so much pressure on the defense. The defense coordinator spent all week preparing his unit to be able to stop this offense. But when this quarterback's able to pull it down and pick up yards like that, it's an extra headache for the defense to have to deal with.
And the punt team now on to kick it away. And we'll see what he can do on the return. And the returner brought down by the coverage team. So the offense looking to be efficient here. Not much time remaining before the end of the half. On 1st and 10, looking to throw. Contact as he let the ball go. It's incomplete. He was hit as he threw. Good pass rush there on 1st down.
Well, it's pretty simple. The defensive line does a great job of getting after the quarterback and forcing him into that incompletion.
QB tries it again here on 2nd and 10. He's running out of time here. Quarterback looking to scramble. The defense will wrap him up, but he's able to scramble for a 1st down and keep the drive going. So a timeout is called to talk strategy. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays before halftime. Time running down. Just 1 play left here in the half. First down, looking to throw the football. Quarterback leaves the pocket on the move now. He lets it go on the move, looking deep. And it falls incomplete. One final shot as the quarter expires. Meadows going to wrap up the first half here. Let's kick it now to Kevin Connors with our halftime update. The kickoff team out there now to get the second half underway. And the return man decides to signal fair catch. And the Georgia offense is back out on the field. First play of the second half is a handoff. The gain moves the ball to the 34.
Just love watching this back run. Gets behind that offensive line, lowers his pads, and gets a nice solid gain.
Second down after that run on the previous play. There's the snap, and he's looking to throw. And he floats this pass deep down the right side. Deep ball is caught for a huge gain here. They bring it down, but the gain sets up the offense first and goal from the 10.
Now that's called making adjustments at halftime and coming out, believing in those adjustments and attacking a defense. Good job here with the execution and a great throw by the quarterback.
Cut quickly. Touchdown, Bulldogs. They'll take the lead in the second half.
Well, that's a well-oiled machine right there. Everyone on this offense has been a star in their roles. And when they're rolling like this, results in quick and positive results.
PAT puts them in front by 7. Kickoff team has come on the field now to send this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone. The offense will start at the 25. So the Missouri offense heads back out onto the field. Last possession, they were forced to kick it away. Can they finally get things going this time? Here's the handoff. They bring him down to the 32-yard line.
I know this defense worked very hard at halftime to come up with answers on how to try to slow down this running back after the big first half, and he's already at it again.
Getting set. Here's second down. And the same runner's got it again. That'll pick up a first down. They'll spot it at the 38.
Sometimes I almost get mesmerized watching these runners who have great vision. You know, the eyes that carry their feet to the open space, making people miss. I just love watching those guys do work.
The gain is 3. Now it's second down and 7.
Nice solid run here by this back. Did a nice job of just kind of finding that lane, pick up some positive yards there on 1st and 10.
And the running back takes the handoff. That's a nice wrap up there by the junior. Now the offense facing a 3rd and long from their own 41. Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down. Looks like he's going to run it. The scramble doesn't get there, and it's going to bring up 4th down.
This is a nice job here by this defense on 3rd down. They take away all the options downfield, and they recognize the quarterback scramble. He almost comes up with his first down, but they keep him short to set up this 4th down.
The offense stays on the field. The coach is going to go for it on 4th and 2 in his own territory. And he'll set up to throw. Incomplete, a huge 4th down stand by this defense.
Well, the ball's close to midfield, and this offense is trying to get things going here in the second half. I understand the aggressive mindset, but this one could cost them.
And the powerful Georgia offense is back out on the field. They were able to punch it in the end zone last time, looking to do the same thing here to see if the defense can make... Oh, and nothing but green grass ahead. And they've got him at the 5. Great run to set up scoring position here.
Well, you can just feel the home crowd standing on their feet when this running back had a chance to start to accelerate downfield. They know exactly what this guy is capable of doing and that he can flat out go. He took off on that one.
And the Bulldogs looking to punch it in here. It's 1st and goal. Keep it on the ground on 1st and goal. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1.
Maybe this stop is an indicator of what's to come for this defense. The offense, frankly, has been able to enforce their will in the first half, but maybe things are starting to change.
Looks to the left, pass caught. Defense shoves him out of bounds. Not much of a gain there.
And here the tight end shows off his hands for a nice gain. Love to see the big man get his touches.
third and goal, they'll try to run it in. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1.
Chris, listen, it's easy to sit up here and try to have all the answers, and I try not to be that guy, but it's third down and goal. You just get stopped. You've had 3 chances to put it in the end zone to make this a 2-touchdown lead, and you've not been able to do it. Kick the field goal here if you're smart and make this a 2-possession game.
They'll try to run this one in. Oh, they've stopped him short. What a fourth down play, and they will take over on downs now.
How about the offense being aggressive? They decided to go for it here, and I got to give all the credit to this defense. Being aware, anticipating the call, knowing exactly where they needed to make the stop, and they did it.
And that's a solid gain before the defense able to bring him down.
It's a good, solid game, 5 or 6 yards. Love to see that from the running game.
And wow, listen to this crowd noise. This stadium is vibrating. That's why this is such a tough place for visitors to play. And he's brought down after a short gain, does not make the first down yardage. Interesting play call here. Third and short inside their own 20. They want to get this drive going, or a punt could give the opponents excellent field position. Finding space at the 20. Breaks clear. End zone ahead. Out past the 30. Inside the 10. Takes it all the way to the house. Touchdown, Tigers.
Chris, you don't see this kind of play very often. That is coast to coast. This guy, with the speed that he has, when you get him into the open field, we know how dangerous he is. But it started at the line of scrimmage. Great blocks up front initially to free him up. And then the rest is all about that speed.
And the point after is good. Kickoff team on the field getting set now. Looks like the returner will try and field this one. He'll be tackled at the 18. That's good coverage there. And the Bulldogs offense is back out on the field. The last time they went for it on fourth down, didn't get it, and it ended up costing them 6 points. And they bounce back here. Running back with the football. They're gaining some breathing room now. Tackled at the 26.
I tell you, to be able to pick up a nice gain like that, those offensive linemen have to sustain their blocks. Gave them a chance at a really nice gain.
Shotgun formation. Here's an inside give. Well, they test the middle there, but get nothing.
Well, that's an excellent effort here by this defense, staying in their run fits. They're holding their own at the line and making the tackle. The offense just couldn't get enough of a push to get anything going there.
So a very makeable third down for this offense from the 26-yard line. Can he make it to the marker? That picks up a first down. They'll spot it at the 39.
Just a great play by the running back here, finding his lanes and then exploding through the gap when it opened up.
Georgia getting set with a 1st and 10 now. And the ball is handed off out of the shotgun. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1.
This guy has been dominant all afternoon long, but that time the defense has got to be asking themselves, where has that been? They finally get to him behind the line.
And the quarterback keeps it on the option. They tackle him behind the line, a loss of 4.
Well, the quarterback does everything right except pitch the football. The defensive end's going to take him, which is great. That's what you want. But you got to get that ball out quicker to not allow that defensive end to make that play.
Now in third and very long, looking to throw. Receiver makes the grab. Defense stops him short of the marker. So now it's 4th down.
Chris, great effort here by this defense to keep him short of the first down. Now they've got a tough decision to make here on this 4th down and short.
And the offense stays on the field. They're going to go for it on 4th down in their own territory. From the shotgun, drops back. He's got a 4th down conversion. Drive stays alive. Back at it to start the quarter. Offense getting set to run a first down play. An inside give now from the shotgun. Able to fight for a decent gain here in that running play.
Hey, listen, you don't always have to have big plays to be successful. It's a nice, solid gain here. Keeps you on schedule, and you get ready for that next play.
Second down after that run on the previous play. Here's a throw underneath to the tight end. And he's going to be taken down there, but there is a flag on the field. And the head coach will decide to accept the penalty and take the yardage. What's the play call here on second down for this offense? Ball handed off. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1.
Chris, that play just didn't have much of a chance at all from the snap. Quarterback hands this off, and there's just nowhere to go. It's almost like the defense was anticipating the play call, and they put themselves in a position to come up with a nice tackle for a loss.
Ninth play of the drive coming up. This is a tough 3rd and long. There's the snap. They'll set up to throw. It's caught. He stopped short of the marker, so it's 4th down now.
Quarterback looks downfield to make this throw. He wants to be able to get the ball to be able to pick up enough yards for a first down, but instead, he gets the ball at least underneath to the drag route and gets some positive yards.
Tie ball game late, and they're going for it on 4th down. Quarterback looking to connect with the receiver here. It's a short completion to the big tight end. They make the first down, brought down to the 31.
Gutsy call to go for it, but it works. The quarterback and receiver are in sync, and you pick up enough yards to move the sticks.
And the long drive continues. The offense just grinding away here. Quarterback pre-snap adjustments now for this defense. They'll run it here. Defense makes the stop after a 5-yard gain, so 2nd and 5.
Great offenses are able to stay ahead of the chains, and runs like that on first down are exactly what I'm talking about. Now you have a lot that you can call here on this 2nd down.
Out of the shotgun, he hands it off. The junior able to bring him down quickly. So now it's 3rd and short from the 23. Potential 4-down territory. Let's see what the 3rd down call is. The pre-snap motion from the offense. Quick pass. Here comes a jet sweep. And he's tackled, but only after picking up a first down.
Yeah, to me, Chris, with this offense, it's almost an extension of their running game. You put the receiver out in motion, you flip the ball out to him, out to the outside, let him do what he does best, which is use his instincts, and he picks up a first down.
Quick throw by the quarterback off the RPO. Tackle at the 8 after the completion.
This is an example of a quarterback and his offense just taking what the defense gives you. Not a huge play, but positive yards. The defense wants to give that throw to you. You take it, get the ball to your receiver, stay ahead of the sticks.
Got him for a sack. A big play made them one of the senior leaders of this defense.
Chris, this one's on the quarterback, in my opinion. He's got to have a better feel and a presence in the pocket to be able to either check it down or get rid of the ball. You just can't take the sack.
On 3rd down, he drops to throw. And the pass rush has got him again. Back-to-back sacks.
Finally, the defense is able to come up with a play on this drive. Let's face it, this offense has been able to put things together. Quarterback's had a nice drive, but finally, great job of getting the pressure and getting after that quarterback.
This one is right through. And they've reclaimed the lead with that. So after coming away with 3 in that drive, the kickoff team is out.
Well, you talk about a clutch kick. Good job by the snapper and the holder. The kicker gives them the lead. But remember, this one is certainly a long way from being over here in the 4th.
comes the Missouri offense back out on the field. They start the drive with a quick throw to the right side. Defense surrounds him. Just a short gain on that completion. Second down after that run on the previous play. And they'll use the ground game here. They tackle him right at the 35-yard line. Crucial moment late in the game. 3rd and inches. Which side can impose their will? They'll try to run for the first down. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1. Down 1 possession in the 4th quarter, and the offense is going to try to convert here on 4th down. And now the offense will call a timeout. Something the coach didn't like about this. Crucial play coming up. Here we are late in a 1-score game, and they're going to go for it on 4th down. They'll try the ground game here with the running back. And he starts short. Huge play with the defense on 4th down. They will take over, protecting this lead. And the Georgia offense is back out on the field. The last possession, they had to settle for a chip shot field goal. Can they find the end zone this time out? They'll work the clock here with the running game. The gain is 3 yards, brings up a 2nd down and 7.
You can almost sense the coaches challenged this offensive line before they went out on the field, how important this drive is with the lead late in the football game. They are hitting people and pushing people around up front and being able to get positive yards on 1st and 10.
And here's the handoff. They bring him down, but a solid run there by the sophomore.
You know, offensive linemen are just a certain breed. They're always going to do their job, no matter who's back there carrying the ball. I tell you what, they have a little bit more confidence when the person that's carrying the ball can break off some big-time runs. That makes them block just a little bit harder, knowing what he's potentially capable of doing.
Off the RPO, caught to the right. Poor set of bounds after a nice gain. The offense is knocking on the door with a 1st and goal.
So much pressure on the defense against the RPO because you're always going to be wrong if it's executed correctly. Here, they were determined to stop the run. The problem is you leave yourself vulnerable to a throw into a flat. The right flat's open. The quarterback makes the right throw. And look at these yards.
1st and goal. They'll try to run it in. He powers into the end zone. Touchdown, Georgia. So the offense flexing here, and stretching their lead here in the 2nd half.
Now that touchdown gives you a little bit more breathing room, but now it's up to your own defense to help preserve that lead so you can go back out and build onto it in the 2nd half.
And they'll try to add to the lead now with the PAT. Extra point, up and good. A double-digit lead now here in the 4th quarter. Here's the kickoff team now, set to boot this one away. And the returner decides to signal fair catch. First down here. Time for one more play before the clock stops for the 2-minute warning. Hands off to the left. Breaking free at the 35. And that gain enough for a fresh set of downs. Spotted at the 48. Solid gain, moves the ball to the 48. First down play here. Quarterback drops back from the shotgun, looking for a receiver. Breaks loose at the 40. And that senior toughness on display as he keeps the drive moving himself. They'll hurry to the line here with the clock running. keeping it on the ground here. They stop him at the 23. This offense is getting close to the red zone. Missouri getting set with their 1st and 10 coming up. They'll switch it up here, looking to throw. Fires it to the wideout. Oh, it's incomplete. That's a good job of the defender to break that up.
Some players just have a real knack for timing their jump, and that defender was able to get a big paw on the ball and bat it away.
2nd down after the incompletion. Here's the snap, looking to throw here. Hit as he releases it, and the pass ball is incomplete.
Man, Chris, I don't know if that was a bad read by the quarterback or a bad route by the receiver. They got to get this cleaned up before the next time they go through the air.
Drops back, needing a 3rd down completion here. Pressure is coming. Hit as he released it. The pass is off target. He got hit as he threw as the 3rd down pressure worked. So on 4th down, it's an all-important field goal attempt. Hold your breath here. And that one is no good. After the miss, they're still down by 10.
That's a missed opportunity for some points here. The way they were moving the football, I thought maybe a touchdown, at the very least 3 points, but instead, he shanks it.
And the powerful Georgia offense is back out on the field. Up by 2 possessions here. They have a chance to put the game on ice right now. Handoff in a single back formation. Moves the ball up to the 30. Here's the 2nd down play. There's the snap, and he just takes a knee. So this one is tucked away. Time for victory formation.